Salut la famille, welcome on this video where I will give you the 5 best things to buy as a beginner portrait photographer. Let's start. At number 1 we have fast lens. A fast lens is a lens that can shoot with an aperture of 2.8 or faster, which is 2.4, 2, 1.8, 1.4 or 1.2. You might ask me, why is that important? As a portrait photographer, you need all the time to put your subjects in focus. It needs to be the main subject of your pictures. And those fast lenses, they produce what is called a bokeh, which is this very pleasing and nice background blur that you see sometimes on pictures. This effect is important for you because as a beginner, probably you are not yet an expert when it comes to photo editing. And a picture with a nice background blur is already great straight out of camera. You don't necessarily need to do a lot of editing to produce pleasing pictures. And also from personal experience, I know that those pictures with the nice bokeh, they have what is called the wow factor. Most of the time when you produce this type of picture and you give it to the recipient, you get a wow from them because they are not used to have that from their phone. They are not, and those are what is called professional picture in a lot of people's eyes. So it's very good to invest in a very fast lens. Luckily for us, most manufacturers, they produce or they offer very cheap fast lenses. Canon, Sony, Nikon and all others, they have very cheap, relatively cheap 1.8, 50 or 35 or even 85. So I highly recommend that you get one of those lenses to start your photography journey. Don't invest at this stage in very expensive one, the 1.2 or 1.4, because you need first to learn the basics. This type of lenses, they make you fall in love with your own photography. You can use them to learn, and then afterward, you can easily sell them and buy something expensive. At number 2, we have a reflector. Reflectors can be really cheap and might be the most powerful tool that you can own for your photography. All photography is just the art of understanding light and knowing how to play with it and manipulate it. All what we do is just understanding from where the light is coming and how to position the subject relative to that light. And having a reflector will allow you to control the direction of that light and also the intensity if you buy a reflector that has a diffuser. As a portrait photographer, probably you will have to shoot outdoors. And you don't have control over the sun. You don't have control over that place that the subject wants you to shoot him against. And having a reflector will allow you to adjust the light. And when you will understand how to adjust the light and manipulate it, that will be the point where you will become a pro photographer. So please do yourself a favor and go get a reflector. At number 3, we have a Wacom tablet. A tablet like this might be intimidating for many, or many will say that it's not something important for a beginner photographer. But I will tell you why I added it on my list. From my discussions with many portrait photographers, I noticed how much they hate editing pictures. Unless you are a weirdo like me or someone who shoots analog or maybe candid shots, you might need to spend a lot of time editing your pictures. And that can be a big turnoff. So having a Wacom tablet will make this process much easier. It might not seem like it, but there is a huge difference between editing with a mouse or with a trackpad and with a Wacom tablet. Also, Wacom tablets can work as normal mouses, and trust me, once you get used to editing with a Wacom tablet, you can no longer edit with a trackpad or with a mouse. So I would say it's a good investment to do. It's not a priority, but if you can, go buy one. They tend to be not really expensive, at least the cheap ones. I bought the cheapest one and it costed me something like 50 or 60 euros. and I have it now for 6 years, and trust me, I don't treat it kindly. So guess one. At number 4 we have a good laptop or monitor. I hesitated before adding this one on the list because I am aware that it's a pricey thing to add for a beginner. But unfortunately, there is no way around it. Not all laptops, not all screens offer good color fidelity. And as a photographer in general, not only portrait photographer, you need to play and edit your colors, your lights, your shadows, and all that. And bad laptops and bad screens, you cannot trust the pictures that they show you. They cannot trust the colors that they show you. You cannot trust anything. There is a reason why most photographers, they are using Mac laptops or screens for their work, or maybe they invest on very expensive screens because they need to have trust in the colors that they are editing, that the screen that they have there offers a good color fidelity. So I am sorry, I know it's expensive, but you might need to invest in a good laptop. At number 5, invest in a good cloud service. When I started my photography journey, I made the mistake on relying only on computer and external hard drive. And I learned pretty fast that those are not reliable. It happened to me before that I had all my personal and also my photography content stored in one hard drive. And one day I plugged the hard drive and nothing. It's not working. It's not like I was taking it to the mountains or anything, it was on a locker. Never touched, nothing, was not wet, it just stopped working. And there was no way how to recover all this data. And from that day, I learned that there is nothing better than cloud service. Because you can put all your things there and you are sure that they are accessible from anywhere and at any time. And of course now with the fast internet that we have, you can both upload terabytes of data there and you can download terabytes if you need it. And they are more secure because I know that, for example, the Amazon Drive, they are backing it up. Google are doing the same. So the risk of losing all your data from those cloud services is very low. Personally, I use the Amazon Photo, I think it was called Amazon Drive and now it's called Amazon Photo. And the good thing with this plan is that it offers unlimited photo storage, including the raw files. So it doesn't impact the quality of my pictures and I can store all my raw files. And I just checked lately and I see that I have over 5 terabytes of raw files stored in that cloud service. If I wanted to buy hard drives, I will probably have to buy 5 or 6 of them. And they will not be 100% reliable, I cannot access from anywhere. A cloud service now, they are relatively, I will not call them cheap, I pay something like 70 euros per year for the cloud service, but at least for me, I think it's worth it. So if you can do that from the beginning of your photography, I think it's better than buying all those hard drives. Okay guys, so this is all for my list. If you think that there are some items important for beginner photographers that I didn't mention in this video, let me know. If you think that there is one item that I included in this video that shouldn't be there, let me know why. And yeah, leave the like and the subscribe and see you on the next one. Bye.